So, first of all, Sybil, I wanted to really thank you for being present here today. Judy recommended that I speak to you, so because she said to me, Sybil's doing a lot of stuff in Turkey, so you should speak to her. So, I want to find out more about what you're doing and how you're doing it, and all the different processes you've been through, and maybe the challenges that you've had along the way. But I wanted to start off by just asking you a very simple question. How did you meet the breath, or how did the breath meet you? What was your first experience, and what drew you into transformational breath?
Actually, first of all, thank you very much for choosing me as a candidate to express my feeling about the transformational breath and my life with the breath. Thank you very much. Actually, when I met the transformational breath, the year was 2005. I was working in a financial sector at that moment. I was a bit skeptical towards this spiritual modality and energy healing things. My mind is working analytically at that time. I was working in a project, IT project, and also improvement project at my sector. It looks like a coincidence, but it is not. Actually, the time came for me at that time. So I met with the transformational breath. I took a one session and I felt very good. But I didn't know what kind of feeling I am having. This was the first time I was experienced this kind of feeling. It was peaceful. And I continue having the session in order to understand how this modality make me feel that way. Because in my life, in order to be happy, I was doing something. I choose, if I do that, I will be happy. If I do that, I will be do this kind of analytic mind was going background. But this time I wasn't doing anything, but I felt happiness and also joy. I was happy in spite of what is happening outside. This is a very interesting feeling and hopeful. Uh, so I decided to keep continue without understanding what is the mechanic things behind it. I was looking for this, and then after the seminar, I realized that the job I have been doing for 23 years was my mother's dream.
Mm.
Uh, so
So you've been following your mother. Yeah.
yeah. My mother was so dominant. It's sort of this is she's having getting power on me. Actually, she was doing this because of her love
Mm.
towards me. She knows only the way of showing her love is the manipulation and sort of things. And then when I realized this, the job I thought that I was in love with, it wasn't. So in a year, I organized my budgets because I was gaining quite a good money. If I quit my job, it wouldn't be that much money every month in my bank account. So it just organize my budget, expensive, and so on. In a year, I quit my job. And after that, I went to do transformational breath facilitator training. But at that time, I wasn't thinking of sharing this work professionally.
Yeah.
My aim was to share this work mostly volunteer things,
Mm.
like working with Down syndrome children, autistic, and hyperactive children. And also I work with the street children, the children who hasn't got family, they live in the street. So I worked with them in 6 months, every week, and we had a very nice result. I mean, the street children normally they hit each other, although they love to be with them, but they harm to each other and physically. And after 6 months work with them, one of them said, "You know, Sibel, normally uh, I do not have I do not have the feeling that to hurt heal me," he said. It was, I mean, hearing this, I mean, it's a great feeling. So it makes me keep going, keep sharing this work to do to one who wants to have it,
So,
actually.
so just to clarify, what did the child tell you? He said that he didn't realize that to do violence to other people was doing violence to him, or that he didn't
Actually,
realize.
normally as a child, they as a game, sort of
Yeah, they
game,
would be violent
they
with each
just
other.
violent each other. They
Yeah,
just use a knife and so
yeah,
on. They
yeah,
think that this is very normal to do
yeah.
that. And after 6 months, I asked, what did it change? Yeah, it changed. I am feeling good. I am feeling more love to heal me is the name of the guy. And I wasn't thinking of hurting him anymore.
Oh, right. So the violence had transformed and
Yes,
changed into more affection and more
yes, yes. And
collaboration. Yeah.
it was amazing that the
Mm,
child aware of this, actually.
mm, mm,
I
mm,
wasn't expecting this kind of opinion, actually.
mm, mm.
Uh, this, and also I work with the Down syndrome, and one of them, for example, I mean, the teacher of the child who is the Down syndrome told me that since he started doing transformational breath, he start reading. You know,
Mm.
normally he get difficult to read, and then after this we did transformational breath. He easily starts reading the book and the stories and so.
So the breath work actually helped him to be able to understand better, or to be able to relax more in order to be able to read. What was the difference? Where did the difference
I
occur,
mean,
do you
the
think?
teacher told me that the breath work helped him to learn quickly
Learn
or
quickly. Yeah.
easily, let's say.
Easily. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
And still in this day, we are working with the children who has got a problem in their mind. Every 15 days, we have a volunteer group. They working that kind of children at the moment. I mean, the community in Turkey, we are doing this. So I will come back to your question. What the bread gave to me when I started, it gave me my power, really. I am a strong woman. I was at that time too, but the the empowerment is different. To follow my intention in this life, it helped me to follow me in my intention instead of the others' wish. You see?
Instead of your mother's intention.
Yes, 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 yes. This is this is very important for me because I am easily give. I am the giver, I may say. So this recognition that I have to adapt myself according to what is coming in myself, inside, instead of looking at the outside, it was really empowering for me. So
And so it's like you've got your authority back, your
yes,
personal
yes,
authority back on
yes.
yourself. So what made the change for you to become trainer and senior trainer, and to want to do this on a more professional
Actually,
basis?
it make me understand that there is another reality inside of me, not the other's reality. So morely, I started looking forward to truth, not the how can I say? I was from now on, I didn't follow the false reality. I follow my reality. So my reality, as we all know, it's changing constantly. So my life also changing constantly. So this is the fun I am having, the constant change in my life. I don't like routine, so it is.
Which is pretty unusual for a financial person, somebody involved in finance. Usually they like routine, they like control, and they like to order things.
Yeah. The second things transformational breath gave to me to get connection with my dream. Because with the transformational breath, I start to explore more about world. So I do lots of traveling. I did after that, besides sharing the transformational breath. And I did a lots of traveling, which is very great for me, because when you travel, you will not be the Sibel. You will be anybody. So I discover my another aspect of everything, let's say, when I'm traveling, because they didn't know me. So they just me, let's say Peru people saw me like that. The Ecuador saw me like that. India saw me like that. This is fun for me, actually.
So it's exploring different parts of yourself and realizing that you're unlimited, I suppose.
Yes. This is two things: connecting my dreams and give my power back. The transformational breath did to me, or helped me, let's say.
So how did you get into, being a senior trainer and wanting to look at this work on a more sort of structured basis?
Actually, I was lucky. Me and another, she separated from the transformational breath, Nigul. Maybe you have heard of
Yeah,
her.
sure. Yeah, I
And we
remember her.
started to having the training of transformational breath facilitator together with her. So the training was in San Diego. We just fly to go to the San Diego, and then after that, we are the only two people who was doing the transformational breath. Actually, there is one more who also quit transformational breath. I don't know if you heard, Nevşah Fidan.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah. And then we were actually three people, and also one of people who lives in Holland is Joost. Maybe have you heard of it?
No.
But Joost wasn't living, didn't live in Turkey. He just coming back. So we were on the three people in transformational breath. So we after our process going faster. So we just did the transformational breath facilitator and the level 5 in Holland, 2007. After 2007, I did my first seminar in Turkey, in Konya.
Anya, Rumi's
Yeah.
home.
Rumi song, yes. I started with that. And then, since 2007, I keep continue doing sharing this work with people who would like to get this training from me, let's say.
So why did you begin in Konya? That's a very interesting.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Was it kind of like a little cuckoo to Rumi, or what?
Yes. I haven't think before. While I was talking to you, it really I asked the same question in my mind inside.
Why
Why
Konya?
Konya? Yeah. I asked the same question actually. Actually, somebody who lives there, she invited me to do a seminar actually.
But there's, for me, Rumi is perhaps one of the greatest poets in the world. And I feel very close and connected to the Sufi tradition. And Rumi is a very powerful voice. And even to my great surprise, when I fell in love with Michael Brown's The Presence Process, when I opened the book and I saw the poem, the first in the preface, The Guest House by Rumi, it surprised me. That it seems to me that Rumi just seems to pop up when you least expect it. Rumi comes in, and you never quite know when he's going to turn up or when the Sufis are going to turn up. But I feel their love
Yeah.
and their connection to the breath. Because obviously in the Sufi tradition, there's a lot of talk about breath. Do you feel that Turkey as a country culturally are more open to the breath than, let's say, other countries would be?
Actually, I may say Turkey is open to everything in terms of the spirituality.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just the bread, I, but I'm not sure. But there will be a, how can I, maybe magnetic, electromagnetic field here. I don't know. I just so it's very important here, because in the history there are different kind of culture come and go, come and go. So that's
Mm,
why I'm saying. I am not saying just because we are Turkish, but the land here at the moment. Now it looks that belong to Turkey, but actually, if you look to the history, there are lots of different kind of cultures coming and going, and the energy normally, what I believe that the energy we are feeling, the people is generating this.
mm.
All just my belief. There are places I just went in the world. They say it is spiritual. There is a, yes, there is the energies. This is yes, this is the energy, but all the people who come and go, all the during all the history, they create this energy. Just I believe in that.
So, that's probably, let's say, an advantage that maybe that Turkey has over other countries, and maybe it's one of the reasons why the expansion of transformational breath in Turkey has been quite considerable. There seems to be a lot of activity in Turkey, but maybe you can tell us about some of your challenges, some of the difficulties that you have in organizing and in doing this work. What do you think the main difficulties are?
Main difficulties in Turkey in terms of transformational breath. Actually, most of people having this training just one week transformational breath seminar, or they stay in 2 years in transformational breath foundation and they just quit. They open their school.
Hmm.
They are using our copyrights and etc. You know this story.
Hmm.
So we look like a small group of people in Turkey, but actually it is not.
It's much bigger than that.
It's much bigger than that, because they just took some of them, or they learn, let's say, from Nevşah and the other one, Nevşah taught them, you know. So there are lots of community like that. They're actually sharing transformational breath. Of course, as a community, we are following them. We don't let them use the transformational breath brand name. We are following. We have a group that just in the social media is just controlling if they use transformational breath. If they are not in our family, we are just sending a mail, please don't use. And we have a copyright and the brand belong to us, and then they are not using, but actually they are doing the transformational breath. What they are doing as a transformational breath, it's not really right. Because our work, as you know, is not just pushing some point. You need to know which point you need to apply pressure to the people. It's not just the point, just put your hands. You have to check the body of the person to see which point you need to work. You cannot just do this all the, up and down. You cannot just work, this, but they are working like that, you see? And also, there has been a change in the manual. I don't know if you noticed that at the beginning, in the first manual of the transformational breath, it's we are using the meridian point. Now they change. They change. We are not. This is the point is not related to the meridian point. It says this is we are looking the point which has got tension. It says it's differently, but I'm just saying the.
But I think for me anyway, the most important element in that is not whether it's meridial points or not meridial points. What's important is that there's a whole group of people that are updating, that are changing, that are adapting, that are moving things forward. I think one of the most amazing things about what Julie has left as a heritage and what she's still leaving as a heritage is that things keep changing and the world keeps changing. So we've got to keep changing. And I think so one of the advantage of people staying with transformational breath as opposed to creating their own breathwork system or their own school or whatever is that there is this structure that is a very demanding structure that's in place and that's changing, that's listening, that's adapting, that's listening to what's happening in the world. It's not just one country, it's what's happening in the world. So I think there's a for me anyway, there's a wonderful safety belt in being a part of an organization, an international organization that is demanding, that is saying, hey, that has some kind of feedback loop, some kind of checking system to find out wait a minute, what's going on? Who's doing what? Is this at the right level? Is this of the right quality? And so for me, that's one of the things that people who set up their own schools, they don't have. They don't have an independent body that's checking up on the quality of what they're doing. So I don't think they get the same results because of that, maybe sometimes.
Are some client also saying the same thing?
They
told us we are having transformational breath session, but what you are doing is totally different. We are not having the same experience that we get from them. Everybody is saying, not the few of them, not the percentage of them, everybody is saying, which is good, but my wish is we have to be all together. We have to find the solution to be in one umbrella. Because what I believe that about the transformational breath, we actually has a role of changing the consciousness of the world.
Totally.
So this is very great impact to the consciousness of the human. So our work is very important in terms of the consciousness.
I just want to ask you something about your own personal experience as a senior trainer, and just to compare it with mine and what I feel I've been going through since I became a senior trainer, is that I feel that each seminar, each time I go into function as a senior trainer, it's as if transformational breath, or as if life is asking me to step up. It's asking me for a higher level of consciousness. It's asking me for more faith. It's asking me for more engagement. So if ever I had a fantasy about being a senior trainer and having a big armchair like Judy has, a big armchair so I can sit and it's comfortable and it's nice and easy and I don't have to work so hard anymore. It's totally not that.
Not that.
What I find is that I'm working harder and harder and harder and harder. It's like every time I have to step up, every time it's as if my own personal ego is being chipped away with every seminar, every 4A, every 4B I do. Do you have this? Is this part of your experience?
Yes, absolutely. Because my wish, probably yours, I would like to have a part of changing the world consciousness.
Yeah.
Because, you heard my story. I wasn't on my consciousness until my 42 years old. 42 years, a big years. So I don't want the others also suffer the same way.
And when you look at what's happening in the world today, you look at all the issues, all the problems, and with what's happening in the US and everywhere. Apparently, the world leader, which just makes me laugh. And you look at all this and you think, God, there's no end to the problems. And you think here you are working in your little corner. Maybe you're going to do a seminar next week, and there's 20 people. There's 20 people. Maybe you're gonna change their lives a little bit. These 20 people. How do you feel about the sheer numbers of it and the sheer logistics of this huge, massive societal change that is needed, and yet here we are working with tiny little groups in comparison.
I'm totally believing that. It's happening so also. I am seeing that way. My perspective like that. Because they had the idea that how this reality of their self is. Because we all looking for this peace. And normally, as like me, we were looking for outside. I know I'm just talking spirituality, but the reality is with the breathing, in your experience too, the peace just here. You don't have to look for, you don't have to do something, you don't have to work hard. And so they just had a, let's say, hinge, I don't know, hinge of they have already peace. After the seminar, they may change. Okay, they go their work, and if they do not work on their mind, it's same thing happen. But what I'm focused on that they have an experience of they can create peace. This is very important. Of course, is it 5 people, 10 people? We are working in a small amount of people, but they have the experience of that they already have the peace. So I am counting on this experience because we are living in a universe that is working cause and effect. So this experience, maybe I will not see, I'm gonna die, but this experience will do. That just I believe.
I'm reminded of the Sufi story of the oil drop on the cloth. That if you have one drop of oil on the cloth, it doesn't have much effect. And then another drop of oil on another part of the cloth doesn't have much effect. But finally, eventually, all of a sudden, all these drops of oil will join up and the whole cloth will be affected. And that's certainly what I feel is part of my process in terms of consciousness and awareness is that, I kept on doing things and I just felt it was just one drop.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I get it. all of a sudden things are clearer and things make sense. And
Yes,
then you have to move forward again into the unknown, really. You have to go, you have to put one foot in front of another, and there's no other way to move forward. And you don't really know. So that means you're going forward with your faith.
yeah,
You're not really sure what's going to happen. So it seems to me that the breath or transformational breath seems to work on that principle of
yes,
that we just moving forward, and we have to be relatively humble because we don't know whether we're going to make huge effects or not, but we just have to have faith that it is in some way meaningful and that it will have an effect.
yes, yes. Because I believe in that totally. I am totally agree with that. Actually, in Sufi, we are living in a Sufi country, let's say. Um, uh, I um, I just focus on Sufi teaching and so beside the transformational breath at 2007 and so, but I couldn't find the right teacher. And then I just went to the India. Actually, I met physically with the Dalai Lama. So I start my journey. It looks coincidence, but actually it
No,
is.
there is no coincidence.
Yeah. And then I start following her teachings and the Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, so and so. And then I'm working on how the mind is working. Every year I'm going and I am having teaching with my Lama and so. And then they teach me our nature is love and compassion. Our nature is not anger, is not jealousy, because anger and jealousy is a result of something, chaos. It will not appear itself, and anger and jealousy. You see, you can if just you sit here, wait for the anger. If you are not triggering anything, it will not come up or it will not reveal itself. But the love and compassion, it reveal itself. And the
Mm,
transformational breath helps the love reveal itself.
mm. You talked earlier about community. You talked about, how you have a community of people looking out for the trademark and doing various work on social media or whatever, I imagine. What do you do concretely to ensure that there's more community? Because the more I do this work, the more I realize that community is so important. And one of
Yes.
our jobs as senior trainers is to bring people together, bring the facilitators together, get the trainers working together, get people into a community spirit. What would you say about that?
Actually, we are doing very good things. As I told you, I have been in transformational breath since the transformational came to the Turkey. We start with Nilgül. Actually, at that time, I was a higher management position in my profession. So focusedly, I just helped the Nilgül do all sort of things because I did a lot. I don't want to manage the group and so, and then I just mostly try to help the Nilgül. But in some point, I was also doing breath work, and I told you I was working in my mind. I was working. What is the really mean of peace? What is the meaning of real meaning? I mean, universal meaning, compassion and love. So we have a conflict after that. After I improve my inner reality, we have a conflict with Nilgül because she mostly, I am not complaining, I am not gossiping about her. This is the sort of choice of the people. I mean, human nature. It's okay. I'm just starting from that in order to make you understand what my perspective really is. This is not about talking about Nilgün and so, because she was my best friend. So I wasn't agree with what she said, but what she is doing this, she is a transformational breath, social media. She was using by herself. She was using by promoting her work. The other trainer in Turkey wasn't able to show themselves in this social media. She is sort of coordinating by saying that I am trying to transformational will grow in a proper way. She was at point, she was right, maybe. But my point of view, we work together. Not my point of view, not just by general in there. We need to have a lots of general in the community. So we inspire each other. As a human, we cannot, we cannot see and manage everything. When I say something, you learn from me. You say something, I learn from you. It is impossible to learn everything This is the, the good learning to each other. Let's say, if I stop learning in this world, for me, why I'm here. Every time we learn to each other, actually. That's, I believe. So we have a sort of conflict on that. I just start doing my work, do seminar and weekend workshop, but I didn't complain and other things. But because when I complain, it's also about me, Yeah, although she does some unfair things to the people in the Turkish community, although she's doing, I'm also believe in karma, so it is my karma. So I have to work on that. I thought that I have to work on that. If something is trigger me, so I have to work on that. So keep continue doing that, and then the online things come, and then she had disagreement with Judith, and so she separated. And then Judith sent me a text, please share this text to the family. When I translated the text, I saw that she assigned me as a representative of the Turkey. I learned from the text.
She forgot to ask you.
Yes. So my new journey is started. What I did. So I created social media because she didn't give the Transformational Breath name to us. And also Judith. She didn't give the name. And Facebook name and website name. Also, although Transformational Breath, she didn't give the license of this. So what I did, I create new website name and Instagram and Facebook. So in order to make the other believe that we are all one community, not just one person at the head, the others, So I want them show we are a community. I didn't show my name underneath. I told them this social media just belong to us, not me. So you need to work for that. So all the people is working this project is voluntarily. I am also voluntarily working. I do a lot of management things. I didn't get anything actually. I just work hard. I'm working hard. That's all.
Yeah, it was a friend of mine said to me today, economic model, the business model of transformational breath is really bad. And I said, no, it's not really bad. It's zero. You don't make money out of it. You have to find, well, that's not quite true, but I think at some level you can make money out of it, but it's a long, long road. And even now, I mean, we're, I think, making money out of seminars and 4As and 4Bs, but we just don't count the number of hours we spend in voluntary work where we're just helping other people. It's just, that's the nature of the job, I think. But
So,
just to get back to, helping facilitators and creating this sense of community, what do you find are the biggest challenges for facilitators, for group leaders, for trainers when they're getting started, when they're doing maybe 1-day workshops or half-day workshops or maybe weekends? What's the difficulty?
Difficulty, you mean from my point of view, or the
Yeah,
other?
I mean, where do you think they need support? Where do you think they need to be helped the most?
Actually, they need empowerment.
Yeah, I believe that too.
I'm just doing lots of talk about that. You can do it. They say, I'm just new, I just started. Can I do that? No, you can do it. I'm just pushy person. I learned from my mother.
Thank you, Mom. Yeah.
And let's say, I'm giving one example that one of the group leader open a center. They just invite the other group leader to do the 1-day workshop. I'm just following up. She hasn't got any 1-day workshop. She let the other people do the workshop. I just at the phone. Hey, what are you doing? Everybody
He's doing workshops and you're not doing workshops.
You define the date. And so actually, what I'm saying to the group leader, not the group leader, facilitator, we need to expand our number in Turkey. Hey guys, I'm saying, we are doing very good job. So we are influencing the people consciousness. So we will impact. We will have an impact the world consciousness. So we need to expand this transformational breath. So to the group leaders, you need to do lots of workshop. So, for example, we are giving some support to as a community. So let's say one of the cities in Turkey hasn't got any transformational breath. When I'm saying to the group leader, if anyone goes to the place who hasn't got any transformational breath, as a community, we're gonna pay your we're gonna pay 2 people plane tickets. We are having the 5% commission from the events. The Judith, Judith normally has got 10%. So I asked the Judith, I want this community increase, so I need some of budget. So she gave 5% of the commission.
So you use that 5% commission to finance sometimes fantastic.
But I just started just 6 months ago, because the first I need to see how much money is going to we are going to save it. And also I did one more thing in order to get this kind of budget. In one seminar in a year, we do it voluntarily, including me. We just put the income to our Transformational Breath Turkey pocket. So we are spending this money too, because the 5% it will not be enough. So I had to create budget. So let's say we did this in December. when I asked our members that we're gonna do this seminar, nobody get any salary, but we will cover your expenses, hotel and the flight or the bus, whatever it is. We will cover your expenses, but the income will go to the Transformational Breath budget. So with this money, we are supporting to the group leader who wish to go to the city, who hasn't got transformational breath there, but one time. If she wants to go to second and third time, no, because she creates some community there. She needs to look after her expenses and things. We are not the foundation, real foundation. We just
No, but you're encouraging geographical expansion
yes,
to a certain
yes,
extent. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's really great idea, and I really love that.
Okay.
So just to sort of kind of finish off this exchange that we're having, you know, what would you like to see happening in the future? And you know, how do you see, what do you think are the important messages that we can get from your situation in Turkey?
I am looking for more expansion to do to promote the transformational breath. So we need more people. So my focus is to group leaders and the trainers to do more workshop. So if we reach a lot of people, so we expand our part of this Turkey or other countries too. Maybe one day too, and me can go to Bulgaria and other country to transformational breath. I mean, the seminar. Who knows? I mean, we all we created like a transformational breath nationality is my wish this life. But my wish, this is my lesson I am just sharing with you. This is my wish inside of me. I haven't shared with the Judith too, because every other people has got the other wishes and intention. So we can create peace in the world. That's why. Another project we are doing, this is very important, maybe you can adapt your country too. And you know, if someone would like to share this transformational breath to the public or group of people, they need to have a level 5 certificate, training.
The group leader, yeah.
But what I asked to the facilitator who cannot able to share this work in the public, I said, bring your network. So there's a company, let's say, bring your network here, I mean, the transformational breath. So we're going to give you 25% from the gross amount.
So you create partnerships.
Yes, and then the third percent of the gross, let's say, is the trainers. Trainers is not me. We're gonna make this the pilot project. If let's see that I might do the 1 or 2 first and make a model, and then my plan is to share this lots of companies with using of our group leader power, let's say.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, this the other small.
I can see you have lots of ideas, and you have
you
have a vision, which is I think for
I believe
me
in this work. Let's say I believe in transformational breath. I know there are a cause. If you, in terms of humans' natural reality, we will have this kind of things. You know what I mean? But I want to show them I am focusing on community, not myself, because I don't. I am a retired person. I am getting older. I need a community I trust.
Yeah, I think it's the most precious thing. The more I do seminars and 4As and 4Bs, the more I feel the importance of our team and the people working with us. I feel that I couldn't do this work without teams, without help, without the community. It's just as simple as that, as far as I can see. Thank you so much, Sibel, for sharing who you are and for sharing your vision, not only for Turkey, but also for the world, and for sharing all your great ideas for building community and building this awareness, this consciousness, which is so important. And yeah, we keep on changing the world.
Okay. Thank you very much for
Thank
giving
you,
me this
Sibel.
opportunity for me to share how I think, how I felt. Thank you very much.